flying on Taiyuan Mountain. You can hardly imagine that 600 million years ago, it was a vast ocean, with the continuous crustal movement. Finally, 2.4 million years ago, the mountain rose here. From then on, there was a clear geographical boundary between the North China Plain and the lowest plateau. If Taiyuan Mountain is a giant dragon across many provinces in China, then Liang Mountain is the unique dragon in Shanxi Province. Liang Mountain participated in famous Liang movement in geological history, and it is also the birthplace of Fenghe River in Shanxi Province. Fenghe River nourishes this land. Since then, this land began to perform the process of human civilization evolution. As early as the Neolithic Age, 10,000 years ago, there were human activities on this land. The Neolithic sites and cultural relics were discovered in Yijing. Taiyuan has a history of 2,600 years. Now let's take a look at this city from the perspective of God. On this journey, we will first visit Yongzuo Temple, the landmark of Taiyuan City, then visit the world's earliest cliff-carved giant Buddha, then visit Jinci Temple, and then go to Tianlong Mountain behind Jinci Temple to learn about the vicissitudes and history of the grottos. Yongzuo Temple, built in 1599 is located in the southeast of Taiyuan City. It is a landmark building in Taiyuan City. The twin towers of the temple are the highest in ancient Chinese architecture. The height of the two towers is 54 meters, and the distance between them is 46.6 meters. There are peonies in the temple that have lived for more than 400 years. According to the historical records of Tang Dynasty, 59 million is the height of Mengshan Buddha. This is the earliest cliff-carved giant Buddha in the history of the world, 162 years earlier than the construction of Leshan Giant Buddha in Sichuan. Mengshan Giant Buddha is located in Jinyuan district of Taiyuan City. Built in 559 the emperor of Tang Dynasty once came here to worship Buddha. According to historical records, it used to be very prosperous here. Later, it was gradually deserted. The ancient buildings behind the Buddha have disappeared, leaving only some debris. The Buddha is here quietly watching the vicissitudes of the world. All splendor and wealth are gone. Jinci is the earliest existing royal sacrificial garden in China, and it is an intensive achievement in the history of ancient Chinese architectural art. The architecture of Song Dynasty, Yuan Dynasty, Ming Dynasty, Qing Dynasty, and Republic of China is arranged as a whole. This is an isolated case in China. The construction of Jinci can be traced back to the Western Zhou Dynasty. Cypress trees planted in Zhou Dynasty are still flourishing in Jinci. The earliest existing building of Jinci, Notre Dame Hall, was built in 984 which is the representative work of architecture in Song Dynasty. The fish pond flying beam of Song Dynasty is unique in shape, and it is the only existing ancient wooden cross bridge building in China. Tianlong Mountain behind Jinci Temple is a mountain with strong Buddhist flavor. There are 25 Buddhist grottos in the east and west of Tianlong Mountain. There are 12 caves in the east and 13 caves in the west. The construction of Tianlong Mountain began in 534 and then it took 500 years to complete. The figures in the grottos are characterized by elegant expression, graceful posture and rich body. According to professional appraisal, these grotto Buddha statues can be compared with ancient Greek and Roman statues in aesthetics. At the beginning of the 20th century, the Japanese stole the Buddha's head from the grottos. This is a great loss in the history of world civilization. Next, we will visit an old town in the north of Taiyuan City, and then go to the holy Yunding Mountain to enjoy the grassland at the top of the mountain. Then we flew over Jinyang Lake to Taiyuan City in Ming Dynasty. Finally, we will fly to Horui Mountain to see the beautiful cultural landscape. Qinglong, an ancient town, is located in the north of Taiyuan City, which is a strategic place leading to Yanmen Pass. Yan Yanzhao, a famous general in ancient China, once stationed here. From the 17th century, there was a commercial road. This trade road is the tea transportation road from Fujian, China to Russia. Qinglong, an ancient town, is the path of this road. There are ancient military tunnels and ancestral halls in Qinglong, an ancient town. At the same time, there are Chinese food. Yunding Mountain in Loufan County of Taiyuan City has a holy beauty. There is a natural grassland at the top of Yunding Mountain, where wild yaks are integrated with blue sky and white clouds. The scenery is very beautiful, as Yunding Mountain is far away from the urban area of Taiyuan City. Yaks had already gone far when I arrived. Unfortunately, I didn't photograph the wild yak. The summer here is very similar to the scenery of Tibet. China, Yunding Mountain is a well-preserved virgin forest with a large number of animal and plant resources. It used to be a battlefield in ancient China and during the anti-Japanese war. Fierce battles took place here. Jinyang Lake is located in Jinyuan district of Taiyuan City. It is said that in ancient China, when Dayu controlled the water, there was Jinyang Lake. Jinyang Lake covers an area of 5 square kilometers, with an average depth of 5 meters. There are many kinds of freshwater fish. To the west of Jinyang Lake are mountains, and to the east are plains. It is a rich place with fragrant fruits and melons. This is the city of Taiyuan, built on the ruins in the Ming Dynasty. It was damaged for historical reasons, and then repaired. This ancient city embodies the blend of farming culture and nomadic culture, and maintains the Han and Tang culture and traditional regional folk culture. Shanxi Mountain is located in Zhangkaping district of Taiyuan City. Shanxi Mountain has been a forest of birch and cypress since ancient times. In autumn, the mountains are covered with red leaves, and the scenery is very beautiful. The relic tower on the top of the mountain is a Song Dynasty building. The tower is 25 meters high and has 7 stories. There are ancient temples on the mountain. To continue our journey, we will visit the dangerous canyon, then visit the ancient military fortress with a history of 2,000 years. Then we will go to the food street of Taiyuan City to taste the food. And finally we will go to an ancient municipal building complex to learn about its vicissitudes and history. There is a natural gorge, 1500 b, 10 meters long and 100 meters deep in the west of Taiyuan City. The terrain of the canyon is dangerous, and the narrow area can only be crossed by one person. From aerial photography, the canyon looks like a snake. This seemingly ordinary place is actually a military fortress in ancient China. This fortress has a history of more than 2,000 years. The whole fort was made of stone. The outside of the fortress is very similar to the ordinary dwellings, but the inside is very spacious, which can accommodate a lot of cavalry. At the same time, there are many secret passages inside the fortress. Taiyuan City has a long history of food street. This food street is hundreds of years old. There are special food from all over China. If you come to Taiyuan, it's a good place to visit. This is the longest continuous government residence in China. During the Tang Dynasty, it was built here. In the Song Dynasty of China, it became a government office. It was not until September 2017 that the provincial government of Shanxi Province of the People's Republic of China moved out that it ended its career as a government office. There are many kinds of architecture here, including traditional Chinese architecture and European-style architecture.